Galaxy S25 or iPhone 16, which one has a better camera? I am Mo, and we are going to test everything today together with Daria and Vivek. The first picture is taken with the main lens and portrait mode. What is interesting is how different they process the image. Vivek's jacket is purple in the S25 and black in the iPhone, and the actual color is something in between. With 3x zoom in portrait mode, they both did a great job, and it's surprising considering the iPhone 16 does not have a telephoto lens. Both phones can make cinematic videos, where they blur the background and keep the subject in focus. Again, the Galaxy S25 has more magenta, whereas the iPhone 16 is more contrasty. Both of them did a great job. The trick to taking good video in portrait video mode or cinematic mode, as called in iPhone, is to put the effect strength at a lower number, like 3. One thing that Samsung focused a lot in the launch event of S25 is the new skin tone, where there is a new algorithm that creates a better tone when artificial light is around. They even set up an environment so we could test it. In real life, I can see its effect. In this picture, with the main lens, even though S25 usually has a magenta tone, the white balance is more green, and the colors are consistent. For example, in this selfie shot, again, the tone of Galaxy S25 is more towards green, while the iPhone 16 is more towards magenta. In this shot, in a different lighting condition with the main lens, Galaxy S25 made Daria's face darker, while the iPhone exposed it better. The color science is also different. The Galaxy S25 made Daria's skin tone colder, while the iPhone is warmer. In the next shot that I took with the ultra-wide lens, the Galaxy S25 made a much better picture, and there are visibly more details on Daria's face compared to the shot from the iPhone 16. When it comes to food pictures, Galaxy does increase the saturation a bit more. There is even a food mode where the phone increases the saturation further. The minimum focusing distance is better on the iPhone than on the Galaxy. Therefore, if you get too close to the subject, you will see something called the banana effect on the Galaxy, whereas the iPhone can handle the situation better. This effect does exist when you are trying to take macro shots too. For example, here you can notice that the iPhone 16 photos pack more details due to the lower minimum distance, while for Galaxy, I had to keep the phone further from the subject, and there's also some banana effect. For wildlife photography, I generally find the Galaxy S25 taking better and more pleasant pictures compared to the contrasty ones on the iPhone 16, but that's just my preference. iPhone 16 was very close to S24Xness in terms of color profile. Both creates a similar tone in videos with the main lens. The Galaxy S25 has less contrast, making the video more pleasant to watch, whereas the iPhone 16 footage is contrasty. Samsung did a lot of talk about HDR10 Plus videos in the launch event, and this is what they are focusing on right now. Previously, the HDR10 Plus setting were rather hidden. Here I took a video with HDR on for both devices. The footage from Galaxy S25 is more vivid, and the grass is more light green compared to the dark green grass on iPhone 16. Both of them manage the sky well, and the sky on Galaxy is deeper blue. Other than that, both of them have very similar color profiles, and it seems Galaxy is also going in the direction of HDR video. I just hope that they also add 10-bit panels next year. One important difference between Galaxy S25 and iPhone 16 is that Galaxy has a third camera with a telephoto lens. Even though it is not the best telephoto lens available, it is still useful in a lot of situations. Here, making a video with 3x telephoto lens, the Galaxy packs more details and is sharper than the iPhone 16. Also, the color is more pleasant, while the iPhone is more contrasty and is ruining the magic of swans. And when it comes to pictures with 10x zoom, the Galaxy is head and shoulder above the iPhone. It is not even a competition. The image quality is better, the colors also look better, and the photos have a better white balance. For example, in this picture, the color of the river is more accurately captured on the Galaxy than green water is captured on the iPhone. Also, you can zoom up to 30 times with Galaxy, while with iPhone, it is only up to 10 times, which can be useful in some situations. For example, let's say you want to teach human anatomy to your kids using photos from some statue in Vienna like this one. With Galaxy, you can take a better picture. iPhone is still doing an impressive job considering it doesn't have a telephoto lens, and these photos are cropped from the main, but still, it doesn't come close to details on Galaxy. In particular, I always find the telephoto helpful lens when you are traveling and you want to take pictures of architecture. I would say with the iPhone, usually up to 3x zoom is okay, but with Galaxy S25, you can take up to 5 or even 10 times zoom without losing a significant amount of quality. Here you can see with 10 times zoom, the Galaxy still captured a good image, while the iPhone, the picture doesn't look as good. Another place where having a telephoto is useful is portrait photography and street photography. The proportion with the telephoto lens are looking better. Here the Galaxy with 5 times zoom not only captured a better picture, but also got the white balance more correct. Even with 10 times zoom, the Galaxy is doing great, and you can zoom into each face and details are captured, while on iPhone, the footage starts to be noisy to be useful outside of a small screen. That said, we should not overstate all of this. Despite not having a telephoto lens, we can still make great videos and photos with 3 times zoom, like here with the iPhone. But of course, if we switch to Galaxy S25 with this sick transition, the footage becomes sharper and there is no need to do computational videography to compensate for the information lost. Before going to the night photos, one thing to note is that the Galaxy S25 does support log format, while the base iPhone 16 does not. So this is another win for the Galaxy. To be honest with you, I have a bit of trouble color grading the log from Galaxy phones right now, but hopefully we get better documentation soon. For the night video, for the first time, I found that the iPhone is doing a better job than the Galaxy, even though there is a new algorithm for night videography and some noise cancellation going on. I feel it still needs to be matured. Also, there is so much you can do considering the ultra-wide lens on the S25 is outdated, while the iPhone 16 just upgraded the ultra-wide lens to a better one. For this picture, the difference is less, and both did create a nice looking picture. The shot on the iPhone is darker, while the Galaxy exposed it more. For the main lens, the quality is on par, but Galaxy footage is more vivid, and there is a warmer skin tone compared to the colder one on the iPhone. Write down in the comments which one you prefer. For the main lens, both phones created a nice looking picture, considering we were near Stephen's Dome where there is almost zero light. They both lit the scene but didn't overdo it. We went inside the church and took this shot with an ultra-wide lens. They both did a great job, and I don't see much difference except that the white balance on the iPhone is a bit warmer. For this shot from the main lens, this time again the Galaxy exposed the scene more, while the iPhone 16 is more contrasty. Galaxy is also more vivid. While zooming 3 times into the chandeliers, I realized the iPhone 16 still had crazy green reflection on the scene, and they still didn't fix it after such a long time. It was even worse when I took the picture of these candles. Also, the colors of Galaxy were closer to reality. The same reflections, wrong color profile, and overexposure happens when taking a video with 3 times zoom on iPhone 16. The green reflections are completely ruining the video. If Samsung were to produce such a low quality video at this price tag, it would have been crucified by the community. Talking about crucifixion, in low lights, the Galaxy switches to the main lens when zooming into the subject, since the telephoto sensor is too small to capture enough light. Therefore, the quality of both iPhone and Galaxy phones is similar. The motion blur is another big issue with Galaxy phones historically. I can tell you in general that I haven't noticed any improvement from Galaxy S24 to S25 on the multiple phones that I have tested so far. That said, the quality is on par with that of the iPhone 16 in terms of motion blur. Another area that iPhone has an upper hand is focusing. There is less focus jump on the iPhone 16 compared to the Galaxy S24, as you can see here. This is something I observed many times during the phone testing. If you enjoyed this video, you can watch the camera comparison of Galaxy S25 versus Galaxy S24 next. Thanks for tuning in to TechMo, and I will see you in the next one.